I just wanted to come on here and do a quick book review. I haven't done a book review before, but this is actually going to be about The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. I don't know if I got the pronunciation right, but it's a Polish name. And the reason why I wanted to do a review on this book is because I came into this from being a big Witcher fan, and these books were written like a couple decades ago. Believe at some point in the 90s, The Last Wish was actually written, and yeah, I'm a big fan of the games, and I just kind of wanted to get a little bit of backstory on them. I know that the games provide very limited amounts of background lore content. Big fans of the game would actually want to go through and kind of absorb every bit of content. But if you want to do a little bit of additional reading on a game that you like, I really do recommend going through this book and then possibly exploring the ones afterwards. I do want to mention that this isn't necessarily a book. This is more of a collection of short stories. So they're not all completely related. It's a lot about how Geralt goes from adventures and meets different people, and this book introduces Dandelion, and you'll get a lot of background that wasn't necessarily talked too much about in the games, but more of just covered, like where he got his Butcher of Blaviken title. You'll be able to really kind of delve into the story that caused him to have a name like that. One of the best parts of this book was actually the last chapter. It's called The Last Wish, and it kind of delves into the love story between Yennefer and Geralt. You kind of go in, if you've played The Witcher 3, you probably don't know too much about why Geralt and Yennefer are together, or at least you won't know why they're together before you get into The Witcher 3. There's a whole quest about their romance in the third game, but in the previous two games, you kind of, since Geralt has amnesia, he kind of spends all of his time kind of connected to her without knowing why he's connected to her. But the third game touches on it, and then this book will tell you about how it all kind of went down. And it might change your opinions about her character in the game, because I know that when I played through The Witcher 3, and this might be a light spoiler, I don't know if it's too much of a spoiler, but you can choose between two love or romantic interests in the game, and I ended up picking Triss just because she's a redhead, and because she's kind of a girl next door type. And I just kept getting pissed at Yennefer because she didn't seem to be too nice. But yeah, after going through this book, it kind of changed the way I picture her character, and it really helped me understand that she really does like Geralt. She just has her own personality that may take getting used to. Now, keep in mind, I haven't read any of the other ones. This is the first Mr. Sapkowski's books that I've read. So I do look forward to reading the next ones. If you haven't played The Witcher, you should play The Witcher. If you want to read the books first, go ahead and read the books first. I don't think that the two will clash, the games or the books. So you can kind of pick and choose which way you want to approach them. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you've been debating if you should get into these books and see what they're all about, definitely start with The Last Wish. It's a great collection of short stories. It's more of what you love from the games, and yeah, have a great day, guys.